Yo, welcome back to another 13 Tech tutorial with ya boy. Today I'm going to be going through one of my loops that I made for my new kit that just dropped called Supernova. A bunch of loops and midis in it, and if you use Nova 20 you can get 20% off the entire kit, so definitely go check that shit out. Links will be in the description. Make sure to check out my socials as well. I saw Jake promoting his beat channel, so might as well hop on that thing as well. So if you guys are fucking with my beats, definitely go check out my beat channel. All the links will be in the description. And before we get into this, make sure to leave a like and comment. If this video gets 75 likes, I'll be sending out this kit to a few commenters, so definitely go run that shit up. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the beat. So to start off this loop, I got this like electric guitar that's kind of distorted, and I just came up with this chord progression. And when I usually make loops, as you can see, this isn't like a full chord progression, even though I know that's like the way to make loops. But I'd sometimes just start with like two notes that work together and then just single notes, and then off that I'll kind of just add other stuff to make chords from like different sounds, if that makes sense. And then for the effects, just put on some EQs to take out some of the lows and the highs. Put on another EQ because there was like a very high pitch frequency with the distortion of the guitar that I just wanted to duck down. After that I put on some wider, which is just a stereo separation plugin. And lastly I just added on some fruity delay on the ping pong preset, and this is how it sounds now. So yeah, I just took out some of the harshness of the guitar and kind of just made it sound a bit more full. After that I added in this synth, and to start off I just turned up the attack a bit because the start of the one shot was just kind of like clicking, and this kind of just makes it a bit smoother. And I don't think I added any effects on this one. So yeah, kind of just following the chord progression of the guitar basically. After that I added in this lead. And then on that I just did a bit of EQ to take out some of the lows and the highs, and this is how it sounds now. After that I added in a bass. And then lastly, this is kind of like, I feel like what catches the ear with this loop. And I kind of do this a lot where I keep like the main chord progression on the synth and like the bass. Like even the bass, it just hits on the one. And then I kind of have like one standout sound that's like super catchy that kind of carries the beat in a way. So this is how the synth sounds without any plugins on. And then I just added on a portal. This is the pitch jumper preset under the guitars and keys menu. It's probably one of my favorite presets on Portal to play around with because it's straight up just complete randomness, dude. I have no idea what the fuck this plugin does to these sounds, but it just works. If you don't have Portal, you are definitely missing out. If you make loops, this is definitely a game changer. And then after that I just added on some halftime, and this is how it sounds now. So yeah, super unique, super catchy. Like I said, it kind of just carries the beat. And then for the middle part of the loop, I just pitched it up an octave. And for these first two parts, I didn't have any halftime on, as you can see with the automation clip. And then for the third one, I kept it an octave up and I just added on the halftime. So So yeah, like I said again, just super catchy. It just kind of meshes well with all the other sounds, especially in this kind of like progression, and it really helped out a lot in the bounce of the actual beat. And then lastly, to kind of just fill in those last bit of like background noise of the loop, I just added in this, I think it's like a bell, I guess, and then I just EQ'd out some of the lows. So yeah, the bell is kind of just acting like a pad in a way to kind of fill up that background noise. And yeah, that's about it for the loop. I also do this a lot with my loops. I kind of try and create a space and like the wideness of the loop. Basically how I would do that is I'd try and like hear which instruments sound better wider, and I'd kind of just give them their own little space in the stereo separation. Like on this track I did like full stereo separation, the second one just a bit, and then on the Portal halftime one shot I just did it like halfway. And like I said, that kind of just creates a space for the sounds to work in, and I just feel it helps out a lot with the mix. But yeah, that is about it for the loop. So yeah, before we get into the beat, here is the full loop. Okay, so moving on to the beat, as you can see, I like stemmed up the entire loop, and then I started with this intro, and I think it's got all the sounds except that Portal halftime stem. And then I just added in this 808 for the intro, and I pitched up the loop by 1 semitone. And then for the drop, I added in this riser and impact. And I've said this a bunch of times as well, I'll take 2 risers basically, kind of have one big one at the start, and then for an impact I'll just reverse a riser and kind of just try and pitch it in the same key as the beat and the other riser. And then I just started off with a basic clap. After that I just added in this hi-hat. So yeah, as you can hear, super bouncy already. With these Yeat loops, the loop already has like an insane amount of bounce to it, so you could really complement that with hi-hats alone. So really take your time when you make your midis of your hi-hats and try and just find that perfect bounce that fits the loop. After that I added in this open hat. And then another open hat. And then on all these hats I have just a soft clipper, turn the post up all the way, and then I kind of just play with the threshold until it hits this arrow. Don't question it, 3-6 told me this, it works. The hats just hit through the mix different. I don't know how to explain it, but it just works. Trust me. Trust me, daddy. After that I added in this fruity reverb preset that I have on all my hats. I just turn the dry up all the way, turn the wet to like almost 0, and then add some stereo separation to it, and bump up the damp of it a bit. Oh yeah, and I forgot I added in one last open hat as well. I don't even know if you guys can hear that, it is super soft, but it just kind of adds to the bounce. After that I added in this rim. Oh yeah, and for the loop, just added on this EQ that I do with every loop. You just take out some of the low end. After that, I got this shiver effects, and most of these perks and effects are from 3-6's upcoming kit called Dark Matter, which is fucking insane. I don't think I've ever been so fucking addicted to using a drum kit, because I think I've been using it for like 2 months straight. It's not out yet, but when it drops, definitely check it out. And this is how the effect sounds on its own. And then in the beat it just kind of adds some atmosphere. After that I have one last snare, the El Clasico walk snare. And then we have the 808, which is also from 36's upcoming kit, by the way. But yeah, I forgot I also added in this snare in the second half of the hook. And then lastly we have the kick. And yeah, that is pretty much it for the beat. My master is basically the same every time. I just got a limiter on it. I turn the envelope down all the way, and then I just lower the ceiling a bit so that it kind of give it that clipping noise. And then a soft clipper, turn the threshold down all the way, and then I bump up the post knob to hit this corner. And yeah, I think that's about it for the beat. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, Supernova is out now. Use Nova 20 to get 20% off the entire kit. We also got a bunch of free kits on our website, and I think Chris has uploaded like 3 new kits. Jake's got like 2 new kits there, a bunch of loop and MIDI kits, a bunch of drum kits, so definitely go check that shit out. That'll be the top link in the description. All my socials will be in the description as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.